let loose in this motherfucker, man. So how about this? Top 5 teams, AFC, NFC, and NFL. Let's talk about that, man. I'm really curious to see who you got for your top 5. We always put together interesting lists. It's good every week, every time we do a debate or we do a conversation. So I'm really curious to see what you got, man. You want to kick us off with that?
I'll kick it off.
And I know you're going to be going from 5 to 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ain't you?
You already know how your boy is. So at number 5 of the AFC, I'm going to have to give it to the Baltimore Ravens. They could have been 3-0, but they just couldn't stop anything in the fourth quarter against Miami. But shout out to Miami too, though. They did their thing. But Baltimore Ravens, I feel like you got a lot of talent that you're really going to go far in the playoffs. Better than most years. But shout out to the Ravens. Number 4, I got the Kansas City Chiefs. Pat Mahomes.
Damn.
Pat Mahomes, man, you raw. You know you raw, but you gotta beat Matt Ryan, man. You gotta beat Matt Ryan. You gotta beat Matt Ryan. Those are the little trap games that gotta knock you off. The same way you lost to Cincinnati last year. So don't get in those trap games and don't perform like you need to. So at number 3, this is going to be surprising to some people. Duval, Jacksonville Jaguars. I got Jacksonville Jaguars at number 3 in the AFC right now.
Oh, Lord.
They had 28-0, 24-0 over the Colts, 38-10 over the LA Chargers. Man, those boys are running the offense and defense right now with Doug Peterson, man. It's going to be hard to stop. Shout out to the Duval boys, Jacksonville Jaguars at number 3. And at number 2, you got the Bills Mafia, Buffalo Bills. 1 game away from being undefeated as well. I feel like they're really strong. Need to get a running game, and then you can probably step up to that number 1 spot. But I feel like you'll win your division, so, you just got to be strong enough in the defensive area, the running game area, and you'll probably be that top dog.
Man, who you got at 1?
Number 1, I got the Miami
at
Dolphins. I got the Miami Dolphins at number 1, man. What did you talk about? Undefeated in the AFC. You got Tyreek Hill over there. You got Jalen Waddle. Man, those boys are doing big things, man. They're doing big things right now. Number 1, Miami Dolphins.
I am so glad you said Miami, bro, because when you just put Jacksonville at 3, I didn't know where the fuck that list was going, bro. They're looking better, but dude, 3 out of all these AFC teams, bro.
Number 3.
You are fucking crazy, bro.
28-point wins back to back, and a shutout. Who else?
When's the last time that shit happened, bro?
And a shutout.
You remember how you told me?
And you remember how you told me 38-10 in LA. In LA.
Bro, do you remember when you told me that I was overreacting about the Lions? That's what you're doing right now.
I'm not.
You need to stop sipping that juice.
Mm-mm.
Slow the roll real quick. Nah.
Alkaline water.
Lord have mercy.
I'm thinking good and clear. No dirty lemonade this episode, man. Alkaline water. And a little bit of Gatorade Zero, man, because I shout out for my Gators.
I'm going to have to get a drink because you didn't put fucking Jacksonville. I'm sorry. Let's move on. My bad. I apologize, everybody. This dude just, you say shit sometimes that just fucking
let's go,
gets my
baby.
blood pressure.
Let's go, Duval.
Whatever, though.
Man, all these Florida teams, man. All these Florida teams doing good this year, man. Shout out to them boys, man, when they do good, man.
Top 5 teams in AFC. Number 5th. Fifth team. Number 5, I got the Cleveland Browns. Got the Cleveland Browns in there. Run game solid. They're number 5 offensively ranked. 14 on D, not bad. Some good wins. Nick Chubb is looking strong, man. Like you touched on earlier.
Right.
I just think they're solid right now at 2-1.
Even without the quarterback, even without Watson. They're looking good.
That's what I was just about to get to. And the fact that they're 2-1, it's only 3 weeks in, going into 4. We'll see what happens this week, when they play the Falcons. But the fact that they're doing that and they can still win without Watson, that's impressive.
Right.
So, number 4, I got the Baltimore Ravens. Got the Ravens at 4. Number 4 offensively. Number 32, dead fucking last in defense for total yards.
Not good. Miami.
That defense,
Miami,
that one game, killed them.
Got a little slant.
But guess what? They're gonna have to play them at some point in the playoffs, more than likely. If both of them teams will probably be there, and depending on how the matchups are set, the seeding is done and all of that. But there's a good chance they'll play, so that'll be good to see. But I got them at 4. Number 3, the Miami Dolphins. Can't sleep on them right now. What are they? Number 3? 3, bro.
Undefeated?
I got them at 3. Undefeated at 3.
Wow.
Facts, bro. Facts. I'm just not sold on them yet. They're looking strong. I still don't trust Tua, bro. I don't. And the fact that you thought the Teddy Bridgewater shit was about to take off. Tua came back, though. Much respect. He came right back in that game, led him to victory. But I thought it was going to be interesting for a minute because when you had talked about Bridgewater, throwing him in the game, maybe he could do better, do different. And I thought you were nuts. But I thought we was going to get to find out for real. I'm like, okay, throw Teddy in. Let's see what happens. Then we'll have a real debate to talk about. But, yeah, he didn't play that long.
Tua always get hurt, though, man. He's been broken up so much. It's only so much he can take in that AFC. So that's why I say Bridgewater needs to be ready and, get his reps up. He got to get his reps up right now because it's going to be trouble, man, in the AFC. Now they're the top dog. Now they got the bullseye on their heads now, but don't mean to cut you off.
No, you good, bro. You good. I touch bases on it. So you might think I'm crazy at 2. Despite the loss to the Colts, I got to put the Chiefs in there, man. They're still a great team to me. They had a shitty game, bad game. Yeah. It's going to happen. No team this year, well, obviously, because we only got 2 unbeaten teams left, but the Eagles or the Dolphins, they ain't going undefeated. Both of those guys are losing at least 3-4 games. Yeah, it's not going to be that again. We are so far past that. I don't know if we are, I won't say ever, but it's going to be a long time, I feel like, before we'll see any sort of undefeated team in the NFL.
Right.
Teams are going to lose. It happens.
Especially with an extra game
with 17 games, absolutely.
Right.
But Patrick Mahomes, man, I'm sold out. He's spreading the ball out more to receivers now. And we both thought that he would have.
Make him better. I think that actually make him better that he doesn't have to look for Tyreek Hill all the time. He can
try to share the targets.
Real true quarterback, and spread the ball. And I don't know. Maybe it's addition with subtraction. Something like that,
I feel that he is doing better. Obviously, you got to keep feeding Kelsey the ball. It's frustrating for fantasy owners, though, if you try to get a fucking Chiefs receiver, because good luck figuring out, this one's going off that week. This one's going off that week. It's a disaster. Hardman's killed it this week, and then Juju Smith-Schuster killed it this week, and it's a nightmare for that.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot.
I got Kansas City. Shout out. Pat Mahomes gonna do his thing no matter what.
Definitely.
So, number 1, I got Buffalo. Bills Mafia, number 1. Last game. Before I talk, did you see their offensive coordinator flip fuck out, bro, and tear up the tablets? Bro, that's so funny because that's probably what I would do if I was a coordinator and we just lost on some stupid shit like that, trying to spike the ball.
Stupid motherfucker. Right, for real. I'm telling you.
Bro, he was losing his shit. That was so fucking funny, though.
Get out my face. Get out my damn face.
You're right. Get the fuck from around me. I ain't even trying to hear all that shit right now.
Who called that play? It wasn't me.
No, damn well we didn't have time. But they lost to the Dolphins. Dolphins are a good team. They're a top team. I just couldn't put them ahead of the Chiefs or the Bills just because I know what the team is. And Miami hasn't proven nothing as much to me in this year. Obviously not this year, but last year and recent years as opposed to the Chiefs and the Bills. The Bills still got to prove shit to me, but I just feel like they're too talented, and they let Josh Allen basically run wild, which is what you got to do when you have somebody like him. But I feel like they let him run wild, and so I know their potential. I feel like kind of. We all know what that is. So,
man, mind blowing.
he's a fucking
mind
man.
blowing.